Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to SirVick TV, your home of infotainment. As usual guys, another day, another video. Welcome to Vlogly, episode 21 or day 21. What does SirVick have in store for you guys? Stay tuned, chill, relax. Today I'm discussing a very passionate topic, guys. This is something that I love. It's something that has fed me for the past 9 years. I've been doing retail. So basically, I'm into retail. I'm into the retail industry. That's my background. It's not what I went to school for. Literally, I went to school to study finance and accounting. That's what I went to school for. That is my profession. But I've been earning from retail for the past 9 years. I've been working in the retail industry, the operations industry for the past 9 years. So it's a topic, it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I like to share some expert opinion on a few things here and there in this episode. So someone may ask, why are you going to tell us about retail? Why do you want to tell us about business? Yet all we are seeing here is vehicles, tuk-tuks, kekes and all. So I'm just showing you some of the informal retailers around Ilorin. So that's basically what I'm showing you. See, like this man who's selling meat on the street and everything. And then here we get to the mall. Now a formal kind of retail. So what am I driving at, guys? Basically, I want us to discuss about what supermarkets do, how to run a successful supermarket. Yeah, exactly. What do you need to run a successful supermarket? And of course, we're gonna use Shoprite as an example. So I'll be like taking you in a trip around Shoprite, rather in Shoprite supermarket, and then I'll be discussing my few tips while we are passing around checking the shelves and all. So maybe a few facts or a thing or two about Shoprite that you guys didn't know probably, or maybe you know as well, is that Shoprite is actually Africa's largest fast-moving consumer good retailer, or FMCG retailer. It's core business, of course, they sell food, the furniture, pharmaceuticals, hospitality, ticketing, digital commerce, and financial and cellular services. Where is Shoprite based? Actually, Shoprite has its headquarters in South Africa. That is Western Cape province, in a place called Brackenfell. So for the Nigerians who think Shoprite is their own, Shoprite actually originates from very far, South Africa. So actually Shoprite opened, I think, was it 2 branches, almost 4 branches in Nairobi, Kenya, back around, I think, 2017, 2018, all through. But by 2022, they had actually late 2021, getting into 2022, they had folded up, they had closed down all the branches. Reason being, they were not able to break even. So they made mistakes that, certain mistakes. So they were not able to break even, and as a result, they had to fold up since they were making losses. So this is what I was just trying to build context into what we're discussing today. So basically, we are just reviewing how do you get to run a successful supermarket. So for you to run a very successful supermarket, like what now Shoprite is doing in Nigeria, because they're very successful in Nigeria, or regardless of the size of the supermarket, for you to run a supermarket or even your own small retail store, there are a few facts that you need to consider, and that is what we're going to discuss in this video. So one, of course, it requires very careful planning, effective management, and remember, customer is king. The customer is always right. So you must, of course, focus on customer satisfaction. So a few steps that you really need to look at or need to consider for you to achieve success. Number one is market research. So you have to do a very good market research to understand the demographics, preferences, shopping habits of your target customers, the competition that is existing at that place, and basically you have to do a SWOT analysis of the area where you intend to establish your business. So if Shoprite, for instance, when they were establishing their mall, their supermarket in Palms Mall in Ilorin, for instance, in Kwara State, Nigeria, they had to do their own SWOT analysis, see who is our competitor. Definitely we don't have a big competitor here, so we are the pioneers here, so we're definitely gonna make it. Who are our target customers, so that you don't locate the business in a place where you can't even you end up not getting any customers. So you look at your demographics, your preferences, the shopping habits of the people around that area. How often will they shop? What is their frequency in shopping? Is it daily? Is it once a week? Is it once a month when they get paid? Because if you've people who rely on salary, like maybe salaried employees, government employees, they might end up to be shopping once a month. But people who are running their own businesses, they have their income coming in daily. These are people who will equally get to shop daily. So shopping habits are very key when establishing a supermarket. So market research is number one. Number two is location and layout. That's why I talked about Shoprite, of course, establishing in this Palms Mall that I showed you the other day in a former vlogly series. So you need to choose a very strategic location that has good visibility and accessibility. As you've seen this mall, it's very easy to access it from the main road, from Fate Road. So someone who is driving in will just easily get to access the mall. So you need to choose a very strategic location that has got a very good visibility and accessibility. Ensure that the supermarket layout is well organized as well, with clear signage, wide aisles. As we are walking, you see the aisles in Shoprite are very, very wide, and of course a logical arrangement of products to enhance shopping experience. Because the moment you get in, you don't want to get soap mixed up with flour, soap mixed up with honey and all that. So the layout should be really good, such that different categories different products, they are well laid out, so that if it's foodstuff is well laid out. If it's non-foodstuff, detergents and all, they are well laid out in their own area. They are secluded in their own area. If it's furniture, the same thing. So ensure that you have a very good supermarket layout that is well organized. So number one, market research. Number two is the location and layout. Number three, which is also very key, is product selection. Remember the other day when I was doing a live, I talked about 3 CTQs that customers always want. 3 critical to quality issues that customers always want. One is price, number two is variety, number three is reliability. So as much as you might be giving them a good price, the product really needs to be of good quality. So it needs to be something they can rely on, something they can be assured of. And then of course it has got to be of you have to have variety, because people want to diversify sometimes. So location and layout. Number three is product selection. So you need to offer a very diverse range of high quality products that cater to the needs of your target audience. Ensure that you are updating your inventory from time to time to keep with what customers have different demands. They have different shopping trends as well, so you really need to keep up with them. Number four, you need to of course work on the pricing. As you can see, all the products displayed in Shoprite here, they have price tags on them. So ensure that you look into this aspect of pricing and promotion. So set a very competitive price, while of course you have to maintain a good profit margin. So don't just set prices for the sake of setting prices without looking at your margin. Otherwise you'll end up closing shop, and that is what they did in Kenya. I guess they did not really do their market research well, so they did not price right, and that ended up affecting them. So you need to set up very competitive prices and ensure that you maintain very good markups or margins. Use promotions, discounts, loyalty programs and other special offers to attract and retain customers. Have loyalty cards. Issue loyalty cards to customers, so that anytime they're shopping, they know that they are earning some points. These are the points they'll come to use in shopping later. So I think you need to have like a loyalty program. Sometimes when you have offers, you send them messages. You send messages out to customers. That will of course, they'll be loyal and they'll keep patronizing your supermarket. So it's a very key tip as well that you need to take note of. Another thing that is very key, sometimes we might organize very good prices. Our layout in the supermarket is very good. Our location is prime. We've done very good research. We know that we have a competitive advantage over our competitors. But then, despite you having that competitive edge, if your customer service is poor, I can guarantee you're not going to make it. So really, a very key aspect here that we need to note is customer service. So you need to do very good training. You need to train your staff to provide excellent customer service, not just the customer care desk. We need to be very keen on this, not just the customer service desk. Remember, a supermarket is, despite you selling products, you're also offering a service. So if you're offering a service, all the stuff that you have in the supermarket should buy to your dream. So they should all offer very good customer service to your customers, because customers sometimes might require to know information about given products. If this is milk, is it whatever? If this is maybe a lotion, does it have sulfur, whatever? There are those things, So basically, your staff should be friendly. They should be knowledgeable. They should know, have a technical know-how of a few products here and there, and they should be very helpful staff, as this can really impact on the customer loyalty and satisfaction. So if as a customer I come to your supermarket or to your business, I want to patronize you, and then I ask for help, maybe a product is at a level where I can't reach it and I need someone to assist me in getting the product, and your staff are putting on some attitude and all, I'll definitely not be interested in patronizing you, and at the end of the day, that means you lose customers, so loyalty won't be there anymore. So for you to maintain that customer loyalty, you really need to train your staff well and ensure that they keep a very good customer service. Another thing is hygiene and cleanliness. As you can see, all the floors of this supermarket that you visited, that is Shoprite, the floors are very neat, they're very clean. So one thing about hygiene and cleanliness, ensure that you maintain a clean and hygienic environment within the supermarket. Always be inspecting the shelves, get to restock them, ensure that the perishable items are fresh. So look at the expiry dates and ensure that, most of them, of course, they utilize the FIFO, fast in, fast out. So use that aspect of fast in, fast out. Ensure that products are fresh. So whatever comes in last should not be the first to be sold. Don't do LIFO, just do FIFO always. That will guarantee you that everything goes out on time. Another thing that you need to also maintain is very good supplier relationships, because remember, supermarkets normally operate on credit. Very few manage to operate on cash basis, like whereby they buy goods in advance. They pay for goods in advance before selling them. Majority of them actually operate on credit. So you go talk to a supplier, get the goods, get them to your shelf, and then after that you engage. Now you sell, and then you pay after maybe 7 days, 14 days or 30 days, depending on the credit period that you've agreed with the supplier. So really, we need to build very strong relationships with suppliers to ensure that there is a steady supply of products, and we equally need to negotiate favorable terms for pricing and delivery, because the moment you get favorable terms, favorable prices, that means you won't mark up so much. So if you get them at a good price, you definitely not charge your customers highly, so you will end up making a profit, and customers will see value in you, because they'll say, we're buying goods at a very low price here, so they'll always keep patronizing you. So I think that is a point that we need not to forget about. Another thing, maybe I think this should be our final tip. I'll do part 2 of this training, because I think it's not yet done. It's marketing and advertising, and we really need to be very keen on this. We need to get a very good marketing strategy to promote the supermarket, whether traditionally, whether using digital marketing, but we must ensure that we promote. Don't assume that people know you. Always promote yourself. Even Coca-Cola, that is a known brand, Pepsi, that is a known brand, they always advertise so that customers don't forget about them. And so I guess that's it, guys, about how to run a successful supermarket. We'll definitely have this maybe in a live session, or maybe a second video, a follow-up video on this. But basically, this was my day. I visited this mall with my friends, fellow content creators. I wanted to do content to just show you around the supermarket, but I said, you know what, that really won't have given you any value, so I'll rather just talk about a thing or two about how to run a successful supermarket or a successful retail business. Not even a retail business, basically any business. I believe these tips just apply to any other business. So I said, okay, it's good to just discuss that with you guys, and I think that will make the video more beneficial. So on that note, I'll just say adios. Peace out.